presence. You can't dim my light cause I'm luminescent. I rose from the ashes of the section. I seen a stranger in my own reflection. I point the in my own direction. I would've did it for my own protection.
Today, from Los Angeles, California, it's Week 3 of the NFL.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. You look at this Niner defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many? 7.
I mean,
and the Niners get there and bring him down. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Johnson to return it. Muscles by at the 25. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Purdy off the play fake. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy rolling to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. On the counter, here's Bell. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. The Niners at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Purdy. That is caught. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. They'll give this to Bell running right. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. The numbers for Bell on the ground of the game last week. 16 carries, just shy of 140 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
3rd and 2. Play action. Now Purdy. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Niners, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. You look at this Niner defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Simpson reels it in over the middle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now an inside give to Bell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They go play action here. Purdy under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Throwing here, Purdy. Throw left side complete. That's Dawson. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now Purdy. That's caught. It's Cunningham. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Here's Matt Ariza now. On the return, Johnson. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. Purdy looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cunningham. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw, Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Rams will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Eluding the pressure right. There he goes, right side. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 3. Now Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Final play of the half. Purdy. Oh, Samuel, what a grab.
And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43.
But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Taken at the goal line.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 24. On play action, they'll throw.
He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Another big play as they get... And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 19 yards away.
And score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the... So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Moody good with the extra point,
and that makes it a 21-10 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
On second down now, Hurst, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
They'll roll him out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Up the middle they go. Mobley. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The throw over the middle taken in.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Nick Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is Simpson with a catch. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll give them 8 that time. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the 49ers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Bell. There he goes, left side. And they'll have it
in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 34.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put...
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Prescott able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Prescott now. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Prescott from the gun. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's fourth down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Purdy now to throw. He'll air this one toward Coleman. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 69 yards. And the 49ers are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Moody good with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
The extra point try now for Moody. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the 49ers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.